Hey guys, it's Allyse, and today I'm going to be doing Kayla's prom makeup. She's not going to prom, but you know, I'm giving you guys a nice little look, a little tutorial, something that you can do. You can modify this in any way you want. It's going to be a 90s glam, going in with some primer. In the middle of her face, I'm going to be using some Makeup Forever primer. I'll put all the details below, and then on the outskirts of her face, I'm putting Smashbox Cosmetics. The only reason I'm doing it different in the center is because her T-zone gets a little bit more oily. I'm going to go in with some NARS Pro Primer for the eyelids. This is very important, especially for your eyeshadow to adhere to your eye and last a lot longer. Spraying some primer water all over her face by Smashbox Cosmetics. Now I'm going in with my Lorac Pro palette. This is in the color mauve. I'm going to be layering her shadows and give her a smoky eye. With the brush from Makeup Designery Cosmetics, number 330. And I'm going to use this brush for all of the colors that I'm layering. Now I'm going in with the color taupe to kind of deepen her eyes and give it some more dimension. I think I'm going to use about 3 colors for her lid. You don't want to do do more than that because you're going to look muddy. So pick 3 colors that go together really well, that you really like if you're not going to use this palette, and just use those 3, and then of course a highlight that doesn't count. Now I'm going in with the color Sable to kind of warm up her eye, and I'm just going in all over with that. Start in the outside of the eye when you're doing a smoky eye and work your way in. And again, I'm not swiping the eyeshadow. I'm kind of dabbing it and pressing it onto her eyelid. And now I'm going in with the color Cream on the Lorac Pro palette, and I'm putting that highlight underneath her eyebrow on her brow bone. Blending, you could also use this cream color to blend out any mistakes you make or if something's too dark. Now I'm going in with the color Espresso on just the outer corner really. I'm kind of blending it in, and that's going to kind of deepen it and make it look a little bit more dramatic, especially for pictures. You don't want your eyes to be too light. You don't want to look blown out. Now I'm going in with Anastasia's Pro Brow Palette in the color Taupe. You want to make sure, especially when you're using a shadow, that you fill in everywhere, not just in the places that you need the shadow. Only because, especially with Kayla, I'm using a different color than her natural hair color, so if I just put it in one certain spot, it's going to look kind of funky. For that, I'm using a Mud Cosmetics 920. It's just a flat angle brush. And I'm just brushing her brows out, making sure they're all even, and I'm applying her foundation with the brush, but you don't need to. I usually apply dots on my face just with my fingers, and then I blend in with the beauty blender, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. You don't need a brush for this part. This is the Born This Way foundation in the color Ivory. I love this foundation, and I think it's good for every skin type, I'd say. As long as you're using the right primers and you're moisturizing before, I think this is a great foundation for all skin types. Okay, now I'm going in with her damp beauty blender, blending this all over. And what I really enjoyed also about this foundation is that it didn't sheer out too much, and it stayed pretty pigmented and medium to full coverage on her face. And usually it shears, the beauty blender will sheer out the foundation, and this one stayed really nicely. And look at the finish. The finish is really beautiful. It's not super matte. It's not dewy. It's a perfect foundation. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to have to stop by Ulta and pick one up for myself. I just loved the color too. It's a really beautiful color. Now I'm going in with some concealer that I mixed myself. I used Mud Cosmetics, a light peach color corrector for under her eyes. I mixed it with her foundation, and then I used like a lighter highlight color. And I'm just bringing this down all the way down to her nose, any redness is as well, which is around the nose, under the eyes, the outer corner of the eyes. You can make a triangle under there. You can carve out your brows with this concealer, and it defines your brows a little bit more, and it gives it a cleaner look. And then I'm going to blend it out with the Beauty Blender. And if you do go too light with this, you can always warm it up with a bronzer, which is what I'm going to be doing. Blending in with the Beauty Blender. I went in a little bit more with her foundation over just a little blemish that she had, and it covered really well. So for this foundation, I loved it so much. It covered all her blemishes. I only needed to add a little bit more in that one area, but I really love this. I think everyone should try it out. Beautiful finish as well. Now I'm just blending it out with her Beauty Blender again. This is my favorite part, the bronzer. This is Physicians Formula. This is a drugstore bronzer, Physicians Formula in light bronze, and then I think I go in later with a darker bronzer. There's only 2 shades, bronzer and light bronze. So I'm going in with light bronze. I'm not contouring her face, but I kind of am in a sense. I'm just adding a little bit of definition to her cheekbones and putting some on her nose. I want her to have like a sun-kissed look, so I'm putting this all over her face. And I'm not going too crazy with it, but I want it to show up. And for you, taking pictures for prom and everything, you definitely want to make sure you have enough bronzer. You don't want to look completely blown out. I'm just going in with La Femme Nectar Blush. This is a really beautiful blush, super inexpensive. I grabbed this at Nigel's for a class that I did, and I used it on her. It is so beautiful, guys. Super inexpensive, beautiful pigment, beautiful color. It's long lasting. You don't need a lot. Now I'm just going in with some highlight underneath her cheekbones just to give it a little bit more definition. And then I'm blending it out with her Beauty Blender again. Now I'm going in with more bronzer / blush, really making her look sun-kissed. Now I'm going in with Becca's Moonstone highlighter, and since Kayla is a little bit more on the oily side, I'm just putting it in certain areas. You don't want to put this all over, and you don't want to go too crazy with the highlight if you have oily skin. I'm just putting it a little bit on her nose, a little bit on her cupid's bow, her lip area, and just on the top of her cheekbone. This will look really beautiful in pictures. I love highlight. My thing, like, I'm obsessed with highlight. I love to look glowy. That is just, I love it. And I love everybody to glow. Everyone that I work on, I love to glow. You can have a matte face with a little bit of glow. It just looks kind of beautiful, I guess. Kind of beautiful. This is a Makeup Forever lip liner. This is the Aqua liner. These liners are amazing, guys. They last forever. You actually have to try to take it off at the end of the day, but especially for proms, weddings, these are great for any special occasion where you need to have your lips on all day long. I'll put the details below in the description bar for you of this liner and where you can purchase it as well. Now I'm going in with Sarabella Cosmetics lipsticks. They're vegan and cruelty-free, guys. They're cruelty-free. I'm trying to go cruelty-free altogether. They're creamy, they're buttery, they're super pigmented. Their colors are just so pretty, and they're different. That's what I like. They're different. Oh, they gave us a discount code. How awesome was that? So you can just go down below, and if you wanted to buy anything or browse through their cosmetics, and yeah, check them out. We're laughing because we're listening to Beyonce and being really extra, and I got some lipstick on her teeth. It's so weird doing makeup on Kayla because I haven't done makeup on her since makeup school, and vice versa. Like, doing makeup on each other was so different for us. We haven't had her makeup done in forever. I'm just cleaning up her lip with a little bit of concealer. You can do that too. Just use the same concealer brush you use to apply under your eyes. And I'm going in with bronzer again because, again, like I said, you can never have enough bronzer. And I think this is where I'm using the darker bronzer. But it looks so natural and so great on fair skin tones and deeper skin tones. Going in with Starlux Cosmetics Gel Liner in Black Hole. I got this when I worked a fashion show, and I haven't opened it, to be completely honest. I haven't opened it, and I finally started to use it like a couple clients ago, and I love it. Put a link to that below as well. And I'm using a mud brush, and I think this is number 100. Now I'm putting on her House of Lashes. I'll put the name of them below, and I'm using their glue for the first time. I love it. I've never used anything like this as far as lash glue. Super easy to apply, and I liked it better than my Duo, guys. I'm still gonna keep Duo in my kit though. I love it so much. It doesn't smell like Duo, which is amazing. So now I'm putting her lashes on. I'm adding a little bit of liner right there, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun at prom. Be safe, and I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let us know below. Have so much fun, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.